by that. Hi, today is July 14th. Okay, July 14th from the Just for Today is called An Inside Job. Oh, I just got a notification that I'm live. It's funny. I subscribed to myself. Okay, social acceptability does not equal recovery. That is from the basic text, page 22. One of the first things that happens to many of us in recovery is that we start to look better. We get healthier. We bathe, we dress more appropriately. And without the goading of active addiction, many of us finally stop stealing, lying, and hustling. We start to look normal just by removing the drugs. Looking normal is very different from being normal. Acceptability in the eyes of the world is a benefit of recovery. It is not the same thing as recovery. We can enjoy the benefits of recovery, but we must take care to nurture their true source. Lasting recovery isn't found in acceptance from others, but in the inner growth set in motion by the 12 steps. Just for today, I know that looking good isn't enough. Lasting recovery is an inside job. That's interesting. I'm glad I'm doing this because, as I said when I started this, that there's probably going to be some in here that I had never read. And whether I read this or not before, I don't know. But I do know that this reminds me of an occurrence at a meeting where I ran into, there was another girl there, and her and I were decked out, like to the nine, like just, early recovery, early days, let's dress up, let's go to the meeting like we're going to go to a club. And her and I, luckily, were at a point in our recovery where we were willing to be humble with each other, and we shared with each other that we were both struggling and we were both feeling like absolute shit. And that was one of those first experiences where I recognized for myself as well as others that sometimes when someone goes over the top in terms of dress and the way they dress, or the makeup and the hair and the outfit, sometimes it's for attention seeking, sometimes it's about looking good, sometimes it's about this what it says in here about wanting to be socially acceptable or accepted. But for some of us, like that day that her and I talked about this, for some of us it was our way of using the external to help make our internal feel better. And it was pretty effective. It still can be pretty effective. I can still do that today, where I know it's an inside job. I know that my recovery and my happiness, my contentment with myself, who I am, is all in here. But I do know that it helps sometimes. It definitely can help. As it even says here, we start bathing, we dress more appropriately. I have had times in recovery where I'm stone cold, clean and fucking sober with nothing inside me at all, but yet I'm still in a pit of shit or depression to the point where I'm not shaving. I meant to say bathing, but that applies. I'm not doing any of the things that I should be doing for self-care. And so while this message is, I hear it loud and clear, these things, about how I dress and how I look and what I'm, outside looking like or whatever, isn't my recovery. However, I do know that it can speak to what's going on the inside. Some of my favorite times in my life now, over 10 years clean and sober, is it's kind of sweet knowing that I can be as ratchet, just rolled out of bed, or is she homeless, kind of dressed looking kind of thing. And on the inside, I'm great. Like, I'm so content and I'm so good. And then there's other times where I'm like, same thing, head to toe, decked to the walls. And it used to be that if I was like that, it was because I had some kind of motive. I mean, it wasn't just about going somewhere. Maybe I needed to look a certain way. Some of it was I need to make myself feel better, so let me dress up. Now, the reasons could be varied. Mostly now it's mostly because I need to be dressed up. I really don't have much desire really, to get all gussied up and dressed up unless I absolutely need to, like really absolutely need to. So yeah, with that, there we go. Hey, look at that. I kept it under 6 minutes. Getting good at this, although that was a short reading. So you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh.